Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
The Addicted Sisters.
Woohoo!
Happy New Year!
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody.
We'd like to say welcome to our video. Today is Flosstube number 44, January 1st, 2019.
Man, how fast is this year going to go?
Yeah.
Last year went like that.
We were talking about when something happened, and Nancy said, oh, that's 2 years ago. And I thought, no, it was just last year. And then I said, oh, yeah, it was 2017. So, wow. Anyway, so welcome to our video. We hope you enjoy it while you're here.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the kind words and the comments, for the subscriptions, for the thumbs up, for the thumbs down.
Yep.
We love them all.
We wanted to give you a few shout outs. You know what? That's the one thing I didn't pull up, Nancy. Who have you been watching this week?
Ooh, I left my book in the other room.
Can you look at your history? That's what I'm doing.
Well, without messing everything else up, because you know I'm not real tech savvy with these yet.
Okay.
But I watched Blue Horse, Yellow Cow. I watched a couple of hers.
Did you watch the Christmas one?
Yeah, the crazy one. Yeah, I watched that. I watched Michelle Bindi.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of hers. I know there were a couple others. I watched Priscilla and Chelsea.
I haven't made it to letter P yet, so.
Oh.
That's how my list goes. I just go through and say, who has a new video?
Yeah, and there was somebody else that I've watched too, but I can't think of who it was right now.
Well, you want me to talk about mine, and then maybe you'll think of it?
Yeah, probably trigger me.
Okay, so I caught up with Homesteading on the Home Front, and then I even watched the special edition in which Little One takes over, and it was fun to see her do her little video. And I watched Michelle.
Of course.
Of course I did. And then I watched Blue Horse, Yellow Cow also. I love seeing all of the things that they had. And, I mean, their little thumbnail is cute. It has two little...
Yes.
Those are not prairie schoolers, are they? I can't remember. But they're two little ones, and they're so cute.
They were very cute.
And then I caught up with Crafty Cat. I rewatched some of her Christmas edition just because I wanted to. And I watched
Well, that's a good reason.
Yeah. I watched Julie. She's very calming for me.
Yeah.
So I like that. There are times when I need some peace and quiet in my life. And Kathy, thank you for providing that. And I watched Julie, Gulf Coast Stitcher. It's always fun to see somebody who has a shop, because you see what they've worked on, and then it's like they have massive staff. And it's really just the shop. So I watched Jan Hicks Creates, her latest one from Hawaii.
Wow.
The photos are beautiful. And then, new to me, because people keep talking about her, I watched Jessie Marie Does Stuff.
Oh.
And she is pretty hysterical.
Hysterical?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I loved it. And she's kind of quirky and all over the place like I am with her stitching.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. And then I watched Connie and Melina, Count Twice, Stitch Once.
Okay. I'm trying to look up my history list, and you know what I'm looking on? Netflix.
Because y'all are epic. But I watched Connie and Melina, and they did...
Wow.
They did... They showed a bunch of stuff that they have gotten finished. My sister is really messing with me here. And then I watched Michelle's latest one, Happy Christmas, Grab Your Tissues.
Yes, I watched that one.
And I told Michelle I just wanted to reach through the screen and just hug her, and she reminded me that in July that she's just going to be coming and giving us random hugs all weekend because she can.
That would be great.
So we take that. We love that stuff. And then by that point, Lynette, homesteading on the home front, had come out with her...
With another one?
Yeah, with her video while the kids are at school.
Oh.
Or while the kids are away, because she's teaching right now. And she was doing her 2019 plans. So that was kind of fun to see.
Cool.
And then I watched Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, Julie. I watched her 'Tis the Season video, which was really fun to watch. And then she did 3 parts to her whip parade. Julie is a girl after my own heart. She has 97 whips.
Oh my God.
And she shows them and you get to see them. Now, a lot of them are from Stitch Mania because she started 50 during Stitch Mania. And so, you know, it's one day of stitching, so it's just a little bitty bit. But it's still kind of fun. Did you think of somebody else?
These gals.
Yeah,
Count
Connie
twice.
and Melina.
Count twice, stitch once.
So you watched them also.
Yeah, this says 2 months ago, but I know I watched them over the last week.
I also watched another new to me person who people keep talking about, Julie McConnell. And she is a shop owner as well, and she does some beautiful stitching. And I had to stop and go add to my wish list.
Oh,
because
no.
she's showing things. Yes, and one of them
What
that
a
I added.
horrible thing to have to do.
Well, one of them I added is a long dog.
Oh. you crazy girl.
Then I did also watch Karen Bowen, caught up with her latest one. Hi, Karen. It was good to see you. And Kay's cross stitch. And Kay is so funny. I watched her latest floss tube, and she shows that she's really into knitting right now. And she likes purple, so it doesn't hurt my feelings at all to
Not
watch
hard
that.
for you to watch.
Yeah. But then she also read to us A Visit from St. Nick.
Oh,
in a separate video, and
fun.
she's in her jammies, and it's pretty cute. It was fun to hear that. And then one of my very favorites is Lisa Kindred Stitcher, and I always love catching up with Lisa.
Yes.
And I have something I'll talk about her later on.
Okay.
But I got to see all of her cool stuff in there. And then another new to me, three in 1 week. Can you believe that?
Wow, Laura.
Kitchen Stitchers.
I have watched them, the 3 friends.
Yes.
I have watched them.
They are funny.
They are funny.
I love them. And they're eclectic, and you get to see so much goodness all in one place.
Yep.
So those were my...
They're
my
kind of, to me, they're
catch-ups.
kind of like we are. They just say whatever they want to say.
Yeah. They do. Did you come up with anybody else that you
No,
watched?
I think that's... I'm sure there's somebody else in there in my notepad, but because I did like 3 pages. So, I watched a bunch of people.
Okay, I'm going to give you a shop update. You are getting to see the brand new sleeves.
Whoa.
And this week is black and white week. Nancy goes, you got a bunch of black and white stuff. What's going on?
Yeah.
So, the first one, feel this.
Ooh.
This is that Luxe flannel.
Oh, I
Luxe
like that.
flannel is like
Make me some jammies out of that.
Yeah, it's like the silkiest, nicest stuff.
That's
and this one's called the
nice.
Owlery. And then inside is this beautiful, another Luxe flannel, just this beautiful viney black and white. We love that one.
Cute.
And then, the next one that I have, we're calling...
She's got several piles over there, so
I got to figure out where it
prepared.
goes. This one we're calling Knock on Wood. And I really like that. And inside we just use this pebble.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
It's kind of cool.
Mhm.
And this one, yes, I think it's black and white, but it's got tones of gray, so it does even kind of tend a little navy. And then, this one is called, I can't think which way we did it. I think we did Hair Garden. It's either Hair Garden or Garden Hair.
Oh.
You see all the
Okay,
bunnies?
yes, I see his ears now. See, when you flipped it, I thought that was an elephant.
Oh, yeah, bunnies. And they have really big
Cute.
carrots by them. See, and this fabric is so big. We were looking at this. Darn it.
There's a carrot. There's
Yes,
a carrot over
okay.
there on the edge.
They're black.
coming
I
out.
was looking for them to be
Yeah.
white, and they're black. And yes, this one has them kind of
on the
in a
bend.
funny place. So, like,
Yeah,
here's
so here.
one. But here's the real showstopper. Look at the inside.
Woohoo!
Isn't that pretty?
Ooh, look
Oh,
at that.
and-
Glittery.
Pick your iPad up. Hey, Judy Starkey. If your case is small like Nancy's, look at this.
So see, real thin.
Full size. That's a full-size iPad, and it's in there. And it fits. And yes, it's kind of right to the top, but it's in there. And there's a smidge of wiggle room on each side.
You could maybe get a pen or something in there.
Yeah. So not much, but that one is next. And then, we're calling this one long overdue, because most of these stamps are from the 90s. And then inside, we found more of it.
Oh my gosh.
And these go up as new as like 2013, I think we found. But
those are cute.
But it's kind of fun. And yes, that's blue, but you know, it's a lot of black and white.
LAUR.
And look, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Frank Baum. Eleanor Porter, Pollyanna. It's fun to read who all of the books are. So
Cute.
It was just kind of a...
That's very cute.
Here's Herman Melville, Moby Dick.
Well, see, this one caught my eye because it was almost your name.
Oh.
So.
And then we have this one. What did we
marble.
change this to? And I'm the one who came up with, statuesque. Because Katie was calling it marbled, and Brendan said, it needs to have something to do with statues. So I said, how about statuesque? And inside this, we did another one of those crazy pops of color.
Wait, are those... Oh,
and
okay.
It's sparkly.
See, now when you pulled it down and I saw it on the screen, it looked like bunnies in there.
Okay, I love this one. This one just cracks me up, and Katie named this FaceTime. Look at all those fun faces. And inside that one, we just did this burgundy with sparkle.
Pretty.
Gold sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the last one that I have, so there were 7 today. I know that's a lot. This is called Paint Them Red.
It looked like it was going to be 3D
Yes, it
texture.
looks embossed, and no, it's not. And it's a little sparkly, but it's called Paint Them Red, and you should get that. That's a nod to Alice in Wonderland. There, you can see that sparkle coming up. And inside, we just did, it's a really pretty black on black print with, and it's hard to see, with a lot of sparkle in it.
It's like a brocade.
Yeah. And it reminds me of that flocked wallpaper people used to have. You know?
I know. I was looking at wallpaper yesterday, and I found some I really liked, and then I got to reading about it, and it was flocked. I'm like, no. It's pretty, but not for me.
that's from our family shop, Love You More Studio. We're at loveyoumorestudios.com. It has an S on the end there. loveyoumorestudios.com. And we have gone to a new process where we are only selling what's already made. Mm-hmm. So instead of being a 4 to 6 week time period to wait while I have to make them and they have to be cut and everything else, they're now down to like a 1 to 3 days, sometimes 4 or 5 days, depending on the weekend and holidays and all of that. But
okay,
a pretty short turnaround time.
Good.
So,
because sometimes you need that instant gratification.
Well, yeah. And, it'll be way less stressful for me. I already feel so relieved. And we did take some time off. And I sewed a little bit here and there. And so it's okay.
That's hard.
A bunch of stuff.
That's been hard for you.
It's been hard for me to not be working because I feel like, what am I supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah, because your mind just keeps going.
Yes.
And you just can't get rid of it. You just have to.
I'm going to have a drink.
What are we working
Well,
next?
you know what? I can have a drink because it is time for the year in review.
2018. Can you believe it's already over?
Nancy and I are going to show you what we got stitched this year.
Okay, so I will start off. And a couple of mine are on my phone because they were pincushions that I did for the retreat in our February retreat last year. So the first one I finished, let me get it around here, is Scatter Smiles, and it's by Victorian Motto.
I love this one.
So there's that.
It's so sweet.
And that fabric. Oh, wrong way. There is the back of it. So I did that one. I wanted to keep it, but I couldn't. And then the next one is, I don't know the name of it. I call it my rose pincushion.
Oh, I was trying to think if I have that.
And I just did, wrong direction again, Nancy. This blue roses on the back of it. But I really liked it because it has these little sweater buttons. I found an old sweater that I had in my closet, and they, the sweater was just raggedy, but these buttons were perfect still. So I popped those all off and saved them, and I thought they just added a cute touch to that.
I've been thinking about if you would save those old sweaters, we could wash them and felt them, and then you could use them to back your pieces too.
Oh.
And it's not very difficult.
I could maybe do that.
And it's kind of a foolproof thing from what they say. Like you just keep trying it until you get it as tight as you want.
Yeah.
So.
Huh. Okay, number 3. Gardens. I love gardens. So this is the one that I finished. It's got all those pretty little rose buttons on there and those gloves. And then I did it in a barnwood backing on there. So that's a cute one. I like that.
That is sweet. Who gave you that sweet thing?
I think somebody did.
Actually, I think that's from Debbie Dewey. It's from
originally.
I think it's from one of the retreats that she went to, and they gave her all sorts of little kits and things. And when Nancy was getting back into stitching, we went through Debbie's bag, and I let her choose some things from it, and she kind of had fun with that. So, what are you missing?
I'm missing the pretty garden one.
The pretty garden one.
Okay, hold this thought.
I don't know what I'm supposed to talk to you about because, this is her time.
It's got to be right here.
She's really looking. It's right there.
It got caught with the fabric backing.
Oh, okay. Is this the one that I'm going to do maybe this year?
It's the pretty garden.
Elle est en fil.
Mm-hmm.
I looked it up and I made it pronounce it for me.
Oh,
Elle est en fil.
I think it says something about.
I looked it up. I should know. Darn it.
I looked it up too a long time ago. Something about your garden or how your garden feels. But this one I did on Zweigert 32 count linen, just a white. But I just love that one. I think that is so gorgeous. And again, that one was done for the retreat, and I kept it because I couldn't handle putting it up.
He was a thread.
And I think mine said it was a thread.
It could be.
So, but I just think that's so cute.
And then when I change it and put the accent where they have it, it says he has a wire.
Okay then.
Oh.
I need a drink. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It says, it translates into English to something close to once upon a thread. Now, I like that better, don't you?
Me too.
So, I just keep moving until we find the thing that we like.
Find the one that we like. Okay, that was number 4. So, number 5, I did French Woolens by Plum Street.
I remember all of these, and they're so fun. I love that we get to see them again.
French Woolens. I love those crazy little sheepy. That one standing up just cracks me up there. So that was that. This little guy. Ooh, somebody's making toast.
Yes, I smell that.
I wonder why toast always makes you hungry.
Why does that smell so good?
Okay, and then number 6 is Love by Hands On Designs. So this is one that I made as a gift, Valentine's gift. Wasn't it Valentine's? Or was it just spring?
It was our
spring exchange? Uh-oh. What you
Yeah,
doing?
it might have been. Oops. Okay, that's okay. We get it later.
Oh, God.
That was a great noise for you to hear.
Okay, so
Just wait till you spend the weekend with us. You will hear
lots of good
sounds.
I did this when I had drawn Sue's name, Sue Wild. So I did this one for Sue.
Mayday. That's what it was for.
That's right. So that's the front of it.
Yeah.
And I did those pretty roses on the back.
That is pretty fabric.
Really loved that. Okay. Sorry. Woo! I think that's all with my phone now. And my next one, number 7. Oh, remember this? Anne Sandler.
Yes, I remember this one going in and out and in and out. And it was having a hard time.
So I did that one on Tyco by PTP. I really like that.
Pretty.
I've got to figure out. I think I want to frame it. I don't think I want to pillow it.
It would be pretty either way, but
If I could frame it with a pretty, like that gold, maybe. Okay.
Oh, then the big pretty one.
Quaker Garden by Blackbird Designs.
I am a little partial to this one.
Gotta get the right direction.
You may have to save this one so we can show them together again too.
I got my birds upside down. Ta-da! that was a trick. That was
See,
a
test.
test. Yeah, trick question was all I could think of.
I can't help because with my glasses on, I can't. It's too close.
Well, I thought I was seeing them backwards at first. Then I went, no, that's their head.
So just set that one like on the arm. Yeah,
Okay.
something.
All right.
Then this one's so cute.
Number 9, Welcome Spring by Little House Needleworks. I love all those little bees buzzing around. I think that's so cute.
I haven't done that yet, but I have all my stuff to do it.
Oh, you'd have it done in one day.
No. You always think that. No.
You stitch fast. And then the next one is Wilhelmina.
Nancy's
Plum
pink
Street.
sheep. I
So-
think he looks very pink.
I still need to give him some eyeballs.
What are you going to give him? Beads or stitches? Maybe beads.
I am thinking beads, but right now he looks kind of like a skeleton head because he's got no eyeballs in there.
Scary.
Or she is, rather. Number 11. 11. I'm in double digits.
Nancy's excited about this. She doesn't normally have a big bunch. And Nancy moved this year.
Yes.
So imagine that, because she was stalled
Yes,
for a while.
for 2 or 3 months, it seems like. Okay, this one, number 11, is Hello Spring by Plum Street. So
Love this.
I love that bunny.
And you have that much fabric again that
Yeah.
you could do one on the other side.
Yeah, if I wanted to.
I love the whole series, but the winter one has really been calling to me.
I've got all of them.
Ooh.
All right. And then we are up to
12.
September now. I think is what we said.
Yeah, I think September 29th is when you showed it.
Okay.
So you finished it. Did you finish it at Galleria because
It seems like yes.
you gave your
Yes,
pattern
because
away?
I gifted my pattern. So this one is Best Witches by the Waxing Moon.
Isn't
That's a
that
cute
fun?
little guy. And I've got some Halloween fabric I'm going to use on the back of this one. I just need to sit down and do some finish work so that I can get these all done,
We're going to have a talk about that here in a minute. So
Oh.
no, with my stuff, we're going to have a talk about this.
Well,
Just wait.
part of what's holding me back is I bought a new sewing machine, which I'm excited to use, but I can't figure out how to get the dog feet up. And now I've stitched since I was, this big. So I generally know the ins and outs of these machines, but I cannot find the little button to turn that on. Okay, my next one, I guess I'll have to break down and watch that stupid DVD. They didn't give me a book, they gave me a DVD. My next one, number...
13?
No, wait, no. Yes, it's number 13, is Warm Winter Welcome.
You get to see Nancy's knockers again.
Yeah. Aren't you excited?
Couldn't let it pass. It's the last time I'm going to get to say it. Until she finishes it.
Yeah, Bent Creek. And then, I already did that 14. One. Number 14 is My Quaker House by Blackbird Designs. I can't believe I finished all of these.
It's Flosstube, I'm telling you.
I love this one. I think that is so beautiful. And I don't know how.
I like that there.
I don't know how I want to do it. I just can't figure it out.
It would be pretty with an arched mat for sure.
Yeah.
Or an arched frame even.
But do I want to do that? Do I want to do it as a hanging piece? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I want to do it as a pillow.
No.
I don't think would work that way as well. But I don't know. I just don't know. Number 15.
This one is so big. Relatively. I mean, when I look at the pattern, I don't think it's this big.
Let me find where it's at.
Let her just flip that stuff all around.
Well, it's inside out, and then
she's
it's on the
pulling
other
a
end.
Chelsea, and she has more than one thing on the fabric.
Well, I'm being conservative.
There you go.
Amazing Grace. And this one is by the Nebby Needle.
That's beautiful.
Love how that turned out, so delicate. And I love that floss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, all my floss was out of my stash. I didn't have really what they called for, but
sometimes that's the most fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then
number 16. 16. Eleanor Jagler.
She's finished her piece already. Okay, I think you're going to have to get close and go. Which way do you want to go? Which end do you want to start with?
Pull it this way.
Okay, so you want to start here?
No, I was going to do it.
Oh, well, there.
ABC.
Then you pull.
See, I don't even know if it's on camera. You got to raise it up.
Okay.
Okay. So then now you look. Is it done?
Yep.
Okay. So I finished it. Now I want to tell you, I had 2 skeins of floss.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I have left of that floss. That is it.
We could have pulled our board out, huh?
I got all the way around doing the border of it. Got clear over to the end over here to line this up. Was off 2 stitches.
Oh.
So I got to looking, and this little motif is 2 straight stitches and then the motif, and 2 straight and the motif. So I got distracted through this because people kept yelling and calling and talking to me, and I mean, I sit and watch TV, so it's no big deal, but I mean, I was having to stop and get up and stop and get up. So the first one I found was almost dead center. It was off 1 stitch. But the second one, yeah, it was over here at the start. Oh my gosh. So I had to pull it all out, and I had to be careful with that floss because I was afraid it would tear, and I did lose about 6 inches of the floss.
That's not bad, though.
But, yeah.
So that's your year. That's fabulous.
It. Yes, I'm so excited.
You did a great job. Thank you. I have new stash. So Nancy always says that I'm quick. Well, I have made myself stitch every day. Phyllis,
well, you're quick on those little things.
Yeah. Phyllis challenged us
Hi, Phyllis Thompson.
In December of 2017 to stitch every day for 100 days. And she gave us a gumball machine to fill in. And I printed that sucker off, and I did it faithfully. And I didn't color every day, but I stitched every day.
Uh-huh.
And I finished the 100 days, and they were talking about doing it again. And I thought, I'll just keep going. And so I kept going, and that second 100 days finished, and I thought, well, I bet I could do a year if I've already done 200. I'm more than halfway.
Yeah.
So I have stitched every day. Now, my stitching may only be 10 or 15 minutes if my day is really horrific. But
Yeah.
the amazing thing to me is that we opened a business, and we opened a sewing business, and I had not been sewing for a long time.
Yeah.
So when I started, it was
Your
a
skills
real...
have gone.
Yeah. So when I started, it was a real challenge to get done. And when I started, we started making a was trying to think, 150 book sleeves for a book box, all out of flannel, and it was a challenge.
I just see the fuzz fly,
and the tears and everything else. So, but the amazing thing is that no matter what was said to me, I sat down every day and insisted on some time to stitch.
Very good.
And because of that,
how many total did you have?
I would have to...
Because I know you're not going to show today.
I would have to look at the end. But I have to say, here's my first finish for the year. And I was looking at it, and it says that I completed it on January 1st, 2018 at 2:30 a.m.
My finish, I did it. It was done before 10 p.m. Even with pulling all that stuff out.
No. This is last year. I finished at 2:30 a.m. So... Anyway, this is the Quaker Fantasies 2017 Stitch Along, and it's by RETM.
Can you get it all?
Yep, it's all on there. And this fabric is from Silkweaver, and these are just threads that I pulled from my stash that I like to go with it. I added in some beads here and there. Mm-hmm. I'll get a little closer for you so you can see. And she had an initial in the center, and I didn't want to do that, so I just put that big scissor charm in there. So that was number 1. I did a couple of pieces for the retreat, and I think I'm just going to have to make a pile, and then I'll pick them up. And I don't think I listed them in here, so...
I'll find your sampler that you did.
Oh, okay. So this we're going to stick in here and call finish number 2. This is Friends Gather Here by the Sunflower Seed. And for those of you that don't know, the Sunflower Seed was a shop owned by Anita. I can never think of Anita's last name when I need it.
We did that last week, too.
But we lost Anita in the last couple of years, and so stitching her patterns is really dear to me, and I really love it. So this is one that I did on some beautiful fabric from Pole Stitches. So this stuff smelled fabulous, and it's really, really pretty. You can see that fabric, but it lent itself perfectly to go in here with the bees and everything. The colors were just all in there, so I loved that one. That was number 2. Number 3 is Winter Sampler from Sisters and Best Friends. I started this on January 18th and finished it on January 20th. And I stitched
2 days. 18, 20, 2 days.
This is like nothing. Excuse me while I reach back here.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
Hold, please. So anyway, there's that one. I love my little sheepy. He's so cute. I think I should make these into pillows. They just, they look like that, don't they? So that's number 3. And then, I don't need that part. Then number 4, let's see what this says. Ooh, no, this was not number 4.
Uh-oh. Oh gosh, Laura, this says we've been friends since 2011.
Is that a long time or what? Yeah. This one...
Okay, there's
that. You know what? This should have even come in sooner. So this is called Love Is by Summerhouse Stitchworks. And it came in a kit, but I chose to stitch it on Diva. This is one that I gave to my sister for Valentine's Day. Those are buttons from my stash and just some fabric and stuff from my stash. Look at this cute fabric. Remember I told you somebody at work had on stretch pants that that matched that.
Same thing.
But yeah, that's one that I did for my sister, and I love that. And I may have to play and stitch it. I was thinking, yeah, it's Vicky Clayton silks that I used on that, and it has just a hint of pink in it. And then after that,
I know you posted it on our website, and it is not.
I don't know that I did. I don't remember.
I thought that's where I found it this morning.
Huh. I don't remember taking a picture of it. Or maybe I sent it to you. It's probably in our messenger way, way, way back.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where I found it. I found it on my desktop. I saved it on my pictures.
Ah, okay. So this one, it says is number 6. I don't know what I've missed in here. This is from Secret Garden. It's the strawberry from Blackbird Designs. And I just need to make it into a strawberry, and I think I'm just panicked to do it. And really, I just need to do it and get over it. So I thought that this was one from last year, but I am not seeing it in here. But it's so pretty, I just have to show it to you anyway. I don't know when I finished this, but
yeah,
look at this. That. This is from the Drawn Thread. I love that one. Love that one.
Love it. Yeah, love it.
I think that flipped after I pulled it back here.
Oh, okay.
Then next up, I'm using my phone with Facebook because I keep an album on Facebook that tells me all about things. This one is from Erica Michaels. I finished this in February. And where did I put? I didn't put the name on. Oh, I didn't put the name on it. That's terrible. This is from Erica Michaels. It's still available. I think it's called Brown Bunny Run.
That sounds right.
At that row of bunnies. And I tweaked my colors just to be kind of more what would fit me. And I think there's enough fabric at the other end to do the pin cushion the way that they have with just the bunnies. And then one of my very favorites of the year. This is number 9 for the year.
Yeah.
This one is the Magic Garden Sampler from Shakespeare's Peddler. And I finished this one in February. So see, you guys had me really going. I stitched this on some Victorian Motto fabric. And I did it mostly as charted, it says. So I must have just substituted a couple of little things in there. Love that one. That's that black chicken bird.
Yeah.
We had so much fun.
That's what I was going to say. We had so many comments on that. People trying to decide what it was and wasn't.
Didn't somebody tell me it's like an australope or something like that?
Something crazy like that, yeah.
Yeah. So then I also had, what number is this one? He's next. Then I have the Spring Sampler from Sisters and Best Friends. This one is number 10. So, you saw my sheep. So there's my spring hair, and I put the little charm on him.
Uh-huh. Now those will be cute. You're going to do him in a pillow too?
Yeah, if I do one in a pillow, I'll do them all in a pillow.
That would be fun.
Then next I have Tuscan Sunrise from Just Nan. This one, see, my numbers are so messed up. This one says it's number 7 for the year. I thought I did it earlier. Look at the colors in this thing. It's all DMC. And it's just like on a cream linen.
Yeah, I really like that one. Of course, I love the rooster.
Yeah, that charm is
beautiful.
So, then we went on spring break. I think this is... It says I completed it. I started it March 18th. Oh, this was my 18th start in Stitch Mania. We started something new on the 18th of every month.
Yes.
So this one is Spring Violets by Hands to Work, and it is stitched on Da Vinci. So mine looks wildly different from the pattern. And I changed some colors just to go with my fabric. This is the fabric that Lisa at Picture This Plus says is her favorite fabric, and it's one that people overlook. And so if you need a good, just a good purpley fabric with all of that color and with it, I thought it was beautiful to work with.
It really, those browns, I mean, when I first look at it, yeah, I love the fabric. But because of the colors of your piece, those colors just pop. Yeah.
So there's more of what that fabric looks like without, anything on it. But yeah, it's one that I just think is really, really pretty. So that was number 11 for the year. Nancy's still looking over here. She's cracking me up.
I'm in July.
And then
we just text a bit.
What is this one? Okay, this I think is way down here.
Oh, she doesn't have hers in order.
Well, I had some out, and they were kind of at the end. I'm swinging this board around.
Yeah, here. Let me hold the board a bit. I can be helpful.
There it is. This one
Do you want it on
is
the red side? No.
No, this one was in Mania that I started this.
Oh, yeah.
And this one is It Is What It Is from the Sunflower Seed. And you have to really look close to see all the little detailing in there. This will be a pincushion.
Yeah, that's a cute one.
Because it's just a sweet one. But this is the one that I used, a floss that's almost the same as the fabric to be the border.
I like that. I mean, did you have problems stitching that?
No, not really.
I didn't really either on Eleanor. It just flowed real easy. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Nancy's got that twang going today.
Oh, look, there's Daddy.
And then
June. I'm just up to June.
this one, it says, was my number 14 for the year. This is the April sampler from the April Folio by Prairie Schooler. I started it April 18th and completed it May 25th. And then I FFO'd it the next day on the 26th. So this is all DMC except for the bunny, which I used Weeks Dye Works bark. Thank you. Sorry. Weeks Dye Works bark for him because I wanted a little more. I wanted him to feel special.
Yeah.
That bunny is special.
Yeah.
And then again, a button from my stuff. And this is when I'm playing and learning how to do finishing. And, things are not exactly perfect. But I'm wonky and so is it. So I used some of these really cool fabrics from my stash. And I like how it came out.
Velvets.
I like how they came out.
Yeah.
So.
That one turned out really cute.
And then, let's see what else is next. I have so many, you guys. You're just going to, have to bear with me a little bit. Where do I have this? I don't have this in my album.
Oh, good golly. Well, you finished.
That's why it's throwing me. Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's hard to see.
It's little in there. Okay, so here is my Quaker Garden, and it is my number 15 for the year. So this, it's got a big old wrinkle right in the middle.
Of course
so
it
this
does.
is what mine looks like. And it's been folded since then. Okay, and
That's
just
pretty.
for fun, here's our comparison.
Do I have it right side up?
So look at that. That's about as far up as I can go.
Well, let's come. There we go. I'm trying to get this side folded down in so it gets in there right.
So that's what they look like together.
And what was your count size?
Mine's probably a 32, just from looking at yours.
So 28. See, there's not much difference there.
And our friend Sue did it as called for on natural linen. And it's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It makes me want to go back and stitch it again. Because I think you could stitch it over and over and get a different outcome every time.
Yeah.
Now,
it's a really simple stitch, but it's just beautiful. Has so
It's
many
very
beautiful
effective,
elements.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is number 16 for the year. This is one that I'm really proud of this year because it had sat for a long time and I just kind of got on a roll. I used Victorian Motto oranges in here. There are a couple of weeks dye works and things in it. So I adapted colors for floss that I had. I love that bird, and it's in whatever it was called for. And then the alphabet and everything at the top. Those borders were fun. I will say that there are two colors. There's like a black and a brown.
Did you bring that?
And because I gave that away.
Well, you'll have a picture of it, right?
I don't know if I do. But anyway, there was a black and a brown, and I would, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I would end up switching the two without realizing it.
Oh, because they were so close.
Yeah,
oh,
so it was
goodness.
kind of funny. So one that I did for our retreat in February is this. This is from, I want to say it's from Needlework Press, and it's called May the Hinges of Friendship Never Rust, and it's a big sampler, and I just picked this little part. I thought it was perfect to make the pin cushion.
Yes, I like that one.
And I love that. So then for our May Day exchange, I had our friend Nita, and I stitched Belle Fleur from JBW Designs, and I did it in peach. That fabric behind is the backing fabric that I used. But I did it in peach because that's her favorite color. I had fun doing that, and I did that funky finish all the way around the border. So that was kind of fun. Then next I did Heartstring Samplery Sweet Land of Liberty. This one's on 28 count opalescent heroic. And I used called for flosses except for the green. No endive in my stash, so I substituted Weeks Dye Works kudzu. And this was number 17 for the year. So there's that one. I really had fun with all this.
Yeah, you did. You had a lot of them.
Then the next one I did, and it should be right along in here. They put the crazy board down. I pulled some of the charts with them, so now they're kind of stuck in there. I need my little guy. There it is. I see it. Oh, right there. The next one I have is Wave from Bent Creek. Now, this is when I was playing with that heroic. So this is 32 count heroic, and it is not opalescent. This one I did during Christmas in July, and I used floss for my stash. So I just picked what I liked to kind of go with that fabric. And this is the piece that I had shown you guys that if you look at the back, the fabric does not look the same.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get all the same spots, and I wanted the spots to be really bright. So look at your overdyed fabric when you get it and make sure you get what you want showing up there. I love that little guy though. That was so cute.
That is a fun one.
And it was quick to do. And then I got inspired by Pam and Steph. Pam showed this one that she had done. And I went out and found this puppy and I did it. It is Today is God's Gift from By the Bay Needle Art. I love this. I started this on July 2nd for day 2, Stitch a Gift. And so this was my gift. And I finished it July 3rd because it was just too close to leave. So, I mean, it's a smallish one and it should be a pin cushion.
Yes, it should be.
And Nancy and I both got a gift for Christmas that we could use as a dough bowl. It's a basket.
Yes.
But we could use it as a dough bowl.
I had to think where she was going with that.
We're thinking maybe we'll do that. Then,
because I watched a show and they made a dough bowl by hand, you know, and chunked all the wood out of it. So that's where my brain went first, and I'm like,
there are some beautiful ones at Hobby Lobby, and I just oh yeah, see, that was great. You should show that at some point here. This next one is Peace by Heart and Hand Needle Art. I've had this blue linen in with the pattern since I bought it. The chart was a tribute to those lost on September 11th, 2001. I changed up the colors to give a gold and silver effect, and the green was changed so that it would show against the fabric. But that one, just loved. I started July 18th, finished July 19th. It was number 20 for the year. So I'm up to 20.
Oh, I reported that wrong. Welcome Spring is actually by Beach Cottage. Is that what I got it from?
That's where you got it.
Okay, because I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
Okay, then I stitched Boo to You because I found this pattern and wanted to pass it to Stephanie. And I stitched this during Christmas in July. And it was my number 21. It's Boo to You. I did not have the charms. This was passed to me. So I just added in some cute things that I had to go with it. This piece of fabric is Picture This Plus. And I think this one may have even been an orphan because one side dyed real orange. Mm-hmm. And the other side dyed real soft with pink highlights in it. So these are scraps that I had left over, which is always a fabulous thing. Then I did Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful from Lizzie Kate. This one took me a little while. I started it in during Christmas in July, and I finished it in August. And I only know because I know what date I showed it on our Flosstube. So I don't have the exact date I finished it, but I have a close date. And then the one that I just loved to death. And he's so long, he's not going to all fit on here, but maybe I can get most of it and then hold the rest up. This one is Reindeer Alphabet by JBW. I'm just going to get close and go. Am I on frame?
Yes, right in the middle.
Look how cute.
I really like that one.
And I stitched this one on Arctic linen from Picture This Plus. I wanted it to feel wintry. And the only change I made is that I made the snow all white because I used that.
Yeah.
She stitched hers on white, so her snow is blue.
So you just did an opposite.
I did. This was my May 1st start for Stitch Mania. And I came back to it and finished it up. This one was number 24 for the year. It's Strawberry Fields Forever, and I stitched this on Bashful.
I love that.
From Picture This Plus. Oh no, not Bashful. Blush.
I love that. I think that's so pretty.
Just soft, isn't it? And I used Vicky Clayton silks, and I just did one strand over two because I wanted it to look. I wanted it to look light and airy, and it just was one that, you know, that's what it needed to do. Then I hit some Halloween stuff, and I was having a good time with that. So the next one that I finished is Witchy from the Primitive Needle. And this was a long time UFO. I had gotten bogged down for some reason and just couldn't get it together to get it stitched. And then I took off and just finished it. And I think I mostly did it with what was called for. I stitched it on natural, it says stitched on natural linen using called for flosses.
I think you got stuck in that border, didn't you, with all the little faces?
I had done all of like the black stuff in the middle, and I got up there and yeah, I just was not feeling it. It just wasn't happening. Then the next one I have is Halloween Jack Sewing Roll from Stacy Nash Primitives.
I like this one.
This is another one of those long-term whips that I had a lot done, and I really didn't have that much to do, and I just needed to knock it out. And it was number 25 for the year. And after those two, I thought I needed a little break, so I went back to... This is one of my Mania starts. It was the 2000 Collector's Heart. So I'm only 18 years late with it. I changed some of the threads out so that they would work with what I had, and I didn't have to go buy anything. Then I did another little one. It's called A Little Coffee by Lizzie Kate. This one's just cute. And I changed threads, and I had to add purple. Come on, this is me. But I love that one. It's pretty cute. That should have been number 26. Oh, it says number 28, so somewhere in there I've missed a couple more. Then I did Bachelor Buttons from Sam Sarah Designs. And this one went fast. I used stuff from I went and bought things, and I changed one color because it was a funky color.
Yes.
When I looked at it. I did choose...
It was this blue, wasn't it?
I think so. And I did choose some different buttons. I probably spent more on the buttons than the whole piece.
That's easy to do, though.
It is. This was on 32 count Tallahassee teal linen from Silk Weaver.
Cool.
I love this color. If you need a good blue, Tallahassee teal. And then that takes me up to what I've been up to here lately. You get close to the end of the year and you think, what can I finish? At least that's what I do. So I looked at this silly stuff that's laying around in my stash and thought, why is this still here?
Yeah.
So I finished Nevermore from Lizzie Kate. Now this is the same thing that I used to do Boo to You. This one you see is not quite as orange as the other one was. I could pull them up here together, but this is just a piece of the fabric that was left over. Now Katie will probably stitch that. And then last night I finished up.
Yeah, I've got to figure that out too.
Summer Sampler from Sisters and Best Friends. Hey, all my Cross Borders friends, do you see anything?
You're supposed to keep that a secret.
Well, I didn't say what it was. And I ended up, I don't know what happened to the flosses that were supposed to be with this, but when I pulled it out, all I had was DMC. So I made summer purple instead of whatever color they used. And I used DMC for all of this spot. I only had the bird done. That was it. Just the bird. So I did all of this yesterday. Okay. No, I did part of the green the day before. So that's what I got done. But wait, there's more. I've been playing. So I had a scrap left over.
Oh.
And should I show that one? I have to put something. I've been playing a little. I made myself...
Mine's right up there on the shelf.
I made myself a pincushion. And look at this. It says Poison in the corner, has that great butterfly. It's got part of a skull over here. And this is part of the Ouija board, the part that says, yes, right there. Love that. And good. See, I only have the good part.
I gotta shut the door again.
And I need to put a button or something. I need to figure out what I'm going to put in there. And there's the back. But I need to put a little bit of something in there just to have it be finished. And then my one more thing. This was, I feel like I'm getting beaten.
I'm sorry.
Beating me with her chair.
Well, Sunny came in the door and it had gotten kind of nice and toasty in here.
Yeah.
There was a cool breeze come through, so I had to go shut that thing.
I went to a class at the Old Mill Stitchery, and I'll tell you here in a second when, but it was just a little class to do kind of some primitive stitching, and I had already stitched this thing and attached it to one piece of the flannel, and literally all I had to do was sew the two pieces of flannel together and stuff it.
Oh.
And it has been sitting, do you see the date right there on the heart?
99?
Yes, it has been sitting undone since 1999.
That is so cute.
Here's the funny part. When I started stuffing it, this top piece, the stitch part, pulled out I had gotten evidently too close to the edge. So I ended up going back, and I did it with the yellow so that it didn't really show very much. But then I had to pull all of this up, push it up. That's why it's all kind of curled over. And I had to pick out the pink, this bright pink that I had originally used around the edge. Because I still had all of the floss with it and everything else. And I did it very plain. And I just whip stitched the bottom down here to close it up. I didn't do any fancy finishing, but my son, I showed this to Brendan last night, and he thought this was for him because it's the year he was born.
Oh!
But I think, I mean, I would have been pregnant with him when I got this.
Wow.
Because he was born in July. So, you know, but had the buttons on it and everything. So look at this. You are looking at an almost 20-year-old whip.
Well, I'm very proud of you to have finished
Or
that.
UFO, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so that's the end. I ended the year, how many did I say? At 31 finishes for the year. Plus my, you know, my UFO finishing, but I didn't have to stitch on those.
Okay, you had 31, I had 16, so just about half.
Yeah.
That's about how we stitched, too.
There may be more. Oh, I do have maybe one more that's the cross borders piece, but
yeah, and I'm looking and I'm not finding it. I'm back in January now and just don't see it. So I don't know if maybe you have it on your
I don't know, but you
photos
are you
or
going to show
something.
something there?
Well, yeah. I got some birthday presents. So I thought I would show you what I got.
And it kind of takes us to stash.
Yeah.
So
I got, here, let me repackage real quick. Hopefully you can't see me.
that's so funny, Nancy.
So this is what I got from you-know-who. Isn't it cute? Same backing. And they, you know, they say
Lavender.
Could not read that.
Sunflower, lily, rose.
Pomegranate.
I think that's it.
Yeah, they're cute. And then she did this really pretty, ladybug. Sparkly ladybugs. Aren't those cute? But then to go with, I got a little pincushion.
It is a really sad little guy because
he's cute though. And then also, these were all for my birthday, by the way. I got this pattern. You can pronounce that for me, Laura?
Yeah, no, I haven't even looked at it. But what's funny is that I looked at it, Broderie à Paris.
There you go. By Sue Hillis.
What's funny is that I got this for
cute.
Nancy. I was in the shop and I saw it and I thought, oh, I'm going to get that for her. And I went home and looked and it's on my Pinterest wish list. Had I not told you that?
Yeah.
That's hysterical,
It just
isn't
makes
it?
me laugh every time. But I hadn't even noticed this one down here, and I'm looking at the back, you know, where they give you the pattern. And I'm like, oh, I really like this. Laura's like, it's on the front. See
Down
it?
there in the corner. Little needle book.
The whole thing is just so cute.
Nancy loves French things.
I do.
Okay, so this is not a very well lit photo, but this is a sampler that I designed for our retreat last year. And I really think that my favorite part is that center section with the little trees and the flowers.
That was mine too, the garden area.
And I think, you know, it could easily be pulled out and made into a needle roll, and it would be, or a pin cushion, and it would be really cute that way.
That section, you mean?
Yeah, so that's actually 32.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I had 16, so that's exactly half.
Oh shoot, I just closed that one. So then stash. What stash did you get?
I have one piece that, you know, I saw it online And everybody kept saying, oh yeah, that's the name of that. That's the name of that. And I'm like, no, it's not, because Laura's doing this. And it has the same name, and this is what it is. And they're like, no, this one came out a long time ago. And let's see, gosh, can we see that? Oh, it says
Cottage
2016.
Garden Samplings. It is the same name.
Yeah, Peace on Earth. And it is Cottage Garden by Vinnie P.S. Was it Tan?
Yep,
So,
Cottage Garden Samplings.
But I saw that.
I
And
like
just
that.
fell in love with that sampler.
Okay, now what's the stitch count on that? Because you are not a big stitcher. 219 by 270.
Yeah, so it's 15 and 5/8 by 19 and.
So it may take a while. Huh?
Yeah. But look how they do it. You've got your piece here, and then your design. They did it all in color, but it's on a separate sheet, split in half.
Nice.
I like that. I think
It's big.
It is big.
Because something I've been working on is printed really small, and that's no fun.
But I liked it. I heard the bells on Christmas Day.
Oh, pretty. It would be pretty as two separate samplers even.
It would. I love that basket.
And they've kind of put that border in the middle so you could
split it up if you
that.
wanted to. Yeah. So that was my stash. See you
cool. Again. I had a Christmas miracle occur. My family bought me stash. I was so impressed. Actually, my daughter bought me stash. I have been lamenting the fact that I really wanted to get this. It's Christmas Land from Raise the Roof Designs that Teresa Kitten Stitcher has been selling from her shop, and the money goes to the local animal shelter to help them.
Yes.
They're trying to get a recreation area for the cats and dogs. And Katie got me the button pack. I know that's in the plastic. She got me the button pack, and Teresa threw in 2 anchors, and I've already bought a couple of the crescent colors to go with it. I'm thinking I may do a lot of it in DMC or Stash, but those 2 I wanted because they just needed it.
They were key on the piece.
And then
I love this one.
Yeah. I just had to have it.
I've looked at this a lot.
This is from the Scarlet House. Queen of Quite a Lot. Now, if you think that my Q is going to be in red, you would be wrong. My Q will be backed with purple. And then also while I was there, I got Blackberry House by Plum Street Sampler. I love this. This sucker is huge, I will tell you that. But it's one that's on my Pinterest list. It's 167 by 244. So, and I got a few of the threads, but really I don't know that I need the other ones.
Do you think that you would ever get that?
The cabinet thing?
I don't
know.
All I could think of was box.
I don't know.
I think that's really cute. It makes it really cute.
And then my sister just gave me this one. But then Katie went to drop off some books at Half Price Books, and they have a little bit of cross stitch stuff. And you guys, I am so amazed. I was able to find the Spirit of Cross Stitch 1996 commemorative sampler, The Hare and the Basket, designed by Jean Farish Hulls.
So cute.
At that. Is that gorgeous?
So cute.
I was excited about that. So, I think right here we are going to end this part of the video, and we're going to come back for just a little bit more, but I'm afraid that we're going to hit that time crunch where we go and we lose the whole thing, and I don't want to remake it.
No.
I'm too warm in here now. So, we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Hold, please.